Alrighty. Hey everyone, how's it going? Boomslang here. Welcome to my channel. Let's see. Oh, today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2020, and I'm just hunkered down here in the house with the family. And so I figured, why not? Let's sort some cards. I haven't gone through all those boxes yet that I picked up last weekend. I did, however, get one whole box of mostly hockey and basketball. So not what I wanted. So I contacted Art, and he's gonna take it back once I get it. Next time we do a deal, I'll just bring it back. So right off the bat, one of the cards that were on top of the box was this here, Wade Boggs. It's a Dunruss. It's one of those pop-ups from 1986. So that's cool. And apparently the All-Star game was in Houston that year. But anyway, so here's the box. It's just, 3-row, 3,200 count box. Get Mr. Mouse out of the way. So let's get into it. I should have made a little more room here. Didn't plan this quite well enough, but that's all right. It'll do. Got pens. I got 3 packs of those that I didn't open up yet. All right. So let's slide these out of the way. Mr. Mouse. And let's start in on them. So there's a stack of 89 Bowman. Now, I don't know why this guy is sleeved up, but he is. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going everybody's players' names, because we're looking for like Hall of Famers and like fan favorites, stuff like that. And of course the strange and unusual, which happens from time to time. There's a Sweet Lou Whitaker. I even signed it Sweet Lou. Or someone signed it. Oh, excuse me, I need a drink already. And I'm banging my head. So, John Kruk. Oh, look, there's an O-Pee-Chee right off the bat. O-Pee-Chee. Nice. I like me some O-Pee-Chee cards. So this is, you see it's a different backs. It says O-Pee-Chee up here in the corner. Different colored backs, a little bit slightly different color. The other ones are more orangish from the tops. And it has O-Pee-Chee down here in the corners. Off center. Off center. Well, what are you going to do? Again, I paid just over $1 per 1,000 cards. So here's another O-Pee-Chee. Cal Ripken. So there's our first Hall of Famer. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by this morning. At least it's mid-morning here on the East Coast. Oh, look at this. Saddam Hussein. Interesting card. I didn't know he played baseball. He must play for the Iraqi, well, used to play for the Iraqi national team, right? That's a joke. Just has date of birth, not date of death. Guess we're still alive, I guess, then. Not anymore. He has since gone on and collected his virgins. Columbus Clippers. Oklahoma City 89ers from 1989. Actually, it says 90, so 1990. Some guys made it to the major leagues. Mark Leiter, Al's brother. Classic minor league cards. Classic best from 93. Steve Traxel. Kibbs. Jose Valentin. Tyler Houston was a prospect. Little paper loss there. Brian Hunter. Little sticky. Here's a star card. Hector Cato. More minor league cards. Well, maybe we'll see someone here that we actually recognize. Gary DiSarcina. Little sticky. Chris Cron. Chris Cron again. Don Vestling. Oh, we got some more oddball stuff here. That's the back of the card, though. So we got a Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes. Upper Deck made these. I don't know what series this is. Curveball. And so Daffy's throwing a curveball and Bugs is there ready to smack it, I guess. I have a lot of this first series of this stuff when they first came out. Because it had all those holograms of the major leaguers with them. Reggie Jackson's, Nolan Ryan holograms. And that's what I was really going after. Not so much these Looney Tune cards. But I'll put that with the Saddam, I guess, for the oddball stuff. Here's a Mike Dunn. And moving on. Muscleman. Wally Ritchie. So there's another minor league card. John Shea. Frank Tanana. It says 82 tops. Yep. Oh, here's some Fleer, 89 Fleer All-Stars. All-Star team cards. Bobby Bowe, Earl Hershiser, and Mike Scioscia. Okay. Randy Myers, Upper Deck. Whoops, just made a mess. Randy Myers. Oh, look at this. So this is the Al Leiter error card. That's not Al Leiter. That's, I forget the guy's name. Mark Little or Steve Little or something like that. But it's got Al Leiter stats, everything on it, but it's not Al Leiter. Al Leiter, and his photo is turned just a little bit more so you can see, I think, You can see the New York, the NY on the jersey. So we'll put that with the O-Pee-Chee. That's an error card. Here's our second Hall of Famer. Steve Carlton, 83 highlights. Another Randy Myers. These look like updates, and they are. You just feel them, that they feel different. Topps update set. Hey, Truth, how's it going? Get your knives at work. Let the boredom begin. Yeah, I've been not bored. I mean, I got all these cards to go through, but this is Drake's card, but it's got a nice crease in it there. You can see it pretty easily. Billy Buckner. Yeah, I'm still out of work with my knee and all that, and I'm not rushing it to go back because the work is working a modified work schedule. Here's a Hall of Famer, Red Shandies. Oh, look who this is. This is all messed up. This penny sleeve is messed up. It's falling apart. So there's garbage. But John Wathen. So like I said, we're gonna start a stack of Hall of Famers and fan favorites. We'll separate them from all the rest. Ah, you're a chef. Nice. And those are your tools of your trade, yes. This card, I don't know, this one got wet or something in here. It's got paper loss, it's got plastic. Maybe it just got overheated. Maybe this someone was trying to sell these at a flea market or something. Like that 20 armrest is all messed up. All right, well, cool. Sorry you're going to be out of work for a while. '87 Topps. I don't know if this is fader or what. There's a discoloration there. Something's going on here, like these cards may have been out in the sun. Dickie Knowles got crunched on the top here. The corner's bent. Oh, here's a Hall of Famer. Tim Raines. Very nice. It's our third Hall of Famer. Third or fourth now. Fourth. Yeah, like I said, I've been out of work since my knee surgery, so I go back on the 27th for my second office visit, and then we'll go from there, see how things are progressing. I mean, I'm up and around and I'm moving a lot better, but now my knee it's still locking up and it's still popping a lot, causing pain. And so, yeah, I don't know what now. And my work is, I heard just through people on Facebook that they're working on a kind of a modified schedule where you can take days off without being penalized for missed time or whatever. But they're not, my company doesn't pay you for that kind of stuff. So even though I work for a huge company, Boeing, they're not that nice to their employees that way. They're not going to pay you time off just because of the current situation in the world. They don't care. So it is what it is. All right, so here's a star card. Played for Miami Marlins, or was in their system. Minor league card. Davey Lopes, not Hall of Famer. Here's an O-Pee-Chee from '83. See up top here, it says, like that glare. O-Pee-Chee. Randy Lersch. And the backs are different color. just a lighter color on the back. It says O-Pee-Chee right there in the batter's silhouette. And then we got some Bowman here. Mitch Williams, Jim Eisenreich, Tony Pena. No Hall of Famers there. It looks like we had a whole stack of Bowman cards. So let me go to the back of the stack since it's gravity feeding downhill anyway. So apparently there's a bunch of these Sport Flicks. And the top one appears to be Will Clark. Will the Thrill Clark. Not a Hall of Famer, but a fan favorite.
Just got something over Facebook. There's people walking around saying they're doing sensors, but they're robbing people.
Yeah, okay. Well, we don't answer the door. This is a 3-person card. Don Mattingly, Connie Lansford, and Wade Boggs. Here's a tri card. It's got Cal Ripken Jr., Don Mattingly, and Robin Yount. If I can get it to get the Yount, there's Yount. Tri card again. Well, they're not. Yeah, they're tri-stars they call them. Sorry, but it's got Boddicker, Sutcliffe, and Guidry. Tri card. Here's one tri card though. It's not just Eddie Murray. It's Tony Armas, Cecil Cooper, and Eddie Murray. So these are probably all going to be. There's the Hawk, Andre Dawson, tri card. Here's one with Pete Rose, but it's not by himself. It's Staub, Rose, and Perez. No, tri card. Billy Buckner. Here's one with George Brett, Robin Yount, and Fred Lynn. Matter of fact, I just watched Vintage Composer's video about his George Brett collection. It was pretty cool. Carter, Lynn, Garvey. So I'm just gonna look at the backs because they're not single cards, that they're all tri cards, and oh well. All tries. It's got 6 people on it. Really? Okay, because they're doubles. This bullpen aces. I gotta show this because Dan Quisenberry's on here. There he is. Look at that stash. Wow. Dan Quisenberry. Yeah. Looks like they're all going to be these tri cards. And these cards are from, boy, that print is small. 86 or 88. I can't read it. See what the camera reveals. If it stops focusing on other things. Now, what's it focused on? So it's so small, my camera can't even pick it up. At least I can't see it. And I'm trying to block the whole. Still can't read it. All right, desperate times require desperate measures. So this says 86, 1986. So it comes in handy. And you got this nifty little super duper micro magnification, but you need a lot of light for that. So they're from 86 Sport Flicks. Looks like they're all going to be tri cards. I mean, that's cool, but I'd rather have like just the regular 3D individual ones. But it is what it is. I mean, when you're putting a set together, I guess a set's a set. All right, moving along. Got more minor league cards. I've been getting a lot of minor league cards in this lot. Maybe it's just the way it goes. But whose video? Oh, so I saw they got to go Yep. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I did a box yesterday. If you're still here, Truth, and had a bunch of Dave Justices. So when you come back, if you're not here, I'll try to pull them out and show them to you. Some of them that I got. You know, normally I don't get hardly any Dave Justice cards. So a box that I go through and I'm not, you know, making a video of has a bunch of them in. But anyway, I was watching PSA Collector's video last night, and he talked about some of these oddball minor league sets, how some of the cards end up being worth some money. Of course, it's like the Griffey Juniors he was talking about, and the Frank Thomas, like minor league cards, collegiate cards. So, and of course, he was talking about in a PSA 10, which puts them way up there in the thousands of dollars for those two cards in particular. You'd have to watch his video to see exactly which ones he was talking about. But cool. Not massively overproduced sets. It was like real small. Some were handed out maybe at the stadiums, stuff like that. Stadium team sets. Like when I was living in Las Vegas, it was only about probably 4 blocks or less from the stadium there. And my kids and I, when they were little, we used to walk up there like almost every night there was a home game and go to the home games for a couple bucks. You know, you could get in and watch the game. And they had their team sets, and I'm sure the big league parks do that nowadays. Topps puts out the team sets as well at the stadiums. This is falling apart. So this stuff has been in these penny sleeves for a long time because it's just like shedding. So I don't know what this is made out of, but probably not good for the cards. It just like is shedding everywhere. But we didn't know back then. Hopefully the newer penny sleeves are going to hold up better than these older ones did. Minor League XL. Yep, minor league. Port St. Lucie Mets or St. Lucie Mets. Here's another penny sleeve that's just falling apart. And another one that's just falling apart. All right, let's see what we got here. We have a puzzle piece of Stan Musial. Okay, there's a fan favorite. Strawberry. Oh, here's a newer upper deck. It's got a little dink on the corner there. Otherwise, it's in nice shape. Steve Trachsel. And some 83 Topps. This is 88 Topps. So it'd be 89. Here's a 90 Fleer 10th anniversary. Dale Murphy, Lloyd Mosby, and someone fell off the back. And this is a Donruss rookie, Trey Beeman for the Padres. All right. Here's some more Bowman. Bernard Gilkey. Omar Vizquel. Whoa, that is. What's wrong with that picture? Can anyone spot it? Camera's not crooked. The cut is. That is like one of the weirdest cut cards I've seen in all my days. Here's another one, Willie Randolph, even worse. Here's another one. So if you were the guy who bought this box, you got all those miscut cards. I wonder how many I'm gonna actually come across. There's Rich Gossage. I've never seen that card before. Hall of Famer. Matt Williams. All right, we got a Topps gold card here of Brett Saberhagen. Now this is the first edition of these, because the second edition, like the second print run, would say winner on here. So originally, when you would pull these, like one, maybe, I don't know how many packs, or I don't know if it was one per pack or one or two per box. I forget what the odds were on these pulling them, but you had mail-in cards you could rub off the dots, and if you matched three of the same thing or whatever, if you scored a run, you mailed it in, and they would send you like 10 cards. And after a while, I guess the demand was so high, they had to have a second run printing of them, and then they would mark them with the word winners in gold foil also. So that's how you can tell, like, first edition versus what I call the second edition. So that's a cool, different card worth separating. I do have a bunch of those, and I'll just see if I can complete a whole gold foil set. Brett Saberhagen, Drebeck. Oh, here's another Hall of Famer, Ozzie Smith. Here's a fan favorite, Fred McGriff. Another McGriff. So we've got back-to-back McGriffs. Nice. Oh, another McGriff right here. Crime Dog showing up. Now this card is cut this way. It's meant to look like this. Not this one. It's like they took them and just reversed them. That's funny. It's like, hey, that way if we cut them, if they ever get cut crooked, people won't know anyway, because we're going to print them on there crooked. Here's a, I guess, a parallel Matt Williams gold rush from Score. So we'll put that there. That's a gold parallel. And now apparently we're into some Moses Alous, because now we got a string of Alou cards, which isn't bad. Now we're hitting some Conines. Now we're done with him. How about some Greg Jeffries cards? Looks like we may have. So, I mean, some people stored their cards this way too. Obviously, dealers would categorize them this way, so it's easier for people to find what they're looking for. But me, I'm like collect them by sets, and I try to complete the sets. So, and I've completed a whole bunch over the last month, like 20 sets. Rated rookie, Greg Jeffries rookie card, 89 upper deck, upper deck. Some of these came with blank backs too, so you always got to check the backs. Sorry about the glare. The what cards? The pro cards? And then he Dykstra. I guess got to work on. Got a lot of glare going on. Ken Caminetti's now. He broke his bat. That bat sawed off. That's the nub of the bat in his hand. Dante Bichette. Dante Bichette. Dante Bichette. So one is the high number card. Probably is going to be the Angels. Brewers is probably a team he started out with, and then he got traded. So this is 1 through like 700, and this will be 701 to 800. Let's see. Oh, this is the early card, and that's the update. Okay, so we went from the Angels to the Brewers. Okay. I don't know much about Dante Bichette or Dante Bichette Jr. because everyone talks about Bo Bichette and not the other Bichettes as much. More Bowmans. Cecil Fielder cards now, looks like. Here's a Sport Flick. This is upside down. Tim Salmon. There's a, I don't know if that's rain or what that is on the card. I don't remember ever seeing this card before either, but it's Robin Yount. He's a Hall of Famer. Sheffield is a fan favorite. Here's a Nolan Ryan, but it's really rough on the edge. And it's got a huge crease right there. Look at that. Here's a Ryan Post serial card. Another Nolan Ryan. That's like a 5-card or 7-card set that was, inserted in the base set. Here's a bunch of Cecil Fielders again. More Cecil. Some Jose Rio with his little super soaker there, squirt gun. Kent Hill, rest in peace. Creased up Kent Hill, lots of creases. Oh, one thing about this glare, you can see the creases in the cards a lot easier. Doug Jones, Danny Jackson. There's a David Justice. Dave Justice. And truth be told, is a Dave Justice guy. So Dave Justice, he was here earlier. I think he said he had to go to work, and because he was kind of laid off, they closed down a little bit. Randy Myers again, more Randy Myers. A young Randy Myers and an older Randy Myers. All right. Now we're back into this big stack of Bowman. That's in here. Like half of this sleeve or this row of cards is just these Bowmans. So we're not going to spend a lot of time. We're looking again for fan favorites, Hall of Famers, that kind of stuff. Dwight Evans. Kirk Gibson. There's Harold Baines. I was just trying to figure out what Harry S. was talking about. The pro card is a hard set to put together. Correlation is bad. Okay, so when they boxed them up, they did a lot of bad stuff. What is wrong with his hand? Look at that, the glove hand. Try to keep the glare off of it, but it looks like it's broken. It's facing like it's coming off his hand or something. It looks weird. Obviously it's not. He's just got it like really contorted for some reason. What can I do? Let me kill this one light to see if I can get rid of some of this glare. Well, that probably didn't help much. Maybe it did. Basically, it just made it dark as all get out in here, but that's all right. See how that works for you guys. Nah, it's a little too dark. Let's see. Get another light on. See how this works. See if that handles some of this glare. Yeah, maybe it will. Don Mattingly, fan favorite. Can't argue that. Frank White. All right. I need a little bit more light in here for me. A little better. Gibson, Dykstra, Will the Thrill, There's Dave Martinez, the manager of the Washington Nationals. Birdbly 11, Hall of Famer. Bo. Here's another Don Mattingly. Fred Lynn. Another Mattingly. Will Clark. There's a young Omar Vizquel. Jim Abbott. Chris Sabo, fan favorite. Tino Martinez. That's a very young Brady Anderson. Pre-PEDs. How skinny he is there, a little. There's a Will Clark right there on top. These are different here. Kent Herbeck. Checklists. Mitch Williams, the Wild Thing. Rob Dibble, right? One of the nasty boys. John Allrood. There's a Hall of Famer, Tim Raines. It even says Rock right there on his necklace. If I can get this to zoom in on that. What can we get it to not focus on? Rock something. Say Rock Raines on it. Might say Rock Raines. I know the top word is Rock. That's cool. And we got followed up with the Dennis Eckersley and Ozzie Smith. Griffey Sr., another Dibble. Will the Thrill Clark. Strawberry. David Combs. Cecil Fielder. Andre Dawson. Alan Trammell. So we had a whole, like a main vein there of Hall of Famers. Darryl Kyle, rest in peace. Robin Yount. Don Mattingly. Doc Gooden. Joe Carter, and he's got something right there on his mustache. Too bad. There's Greg Maddux. Chuck Knoblochs. Another Fielder. Sean Dunston. Dave Stewart was the man back then for Oakland. Yes, they did. Sorry, my son was asking if the trash men came. They did. Mark Whitten. Did not know he played for Toronto. Jeff Juden. David Cohn off cut. So we're back into this year. And even this one, no, the next one. Gerald Williams, Bernie's Brothers, off center. And now we're back to this year. There's Omar Vizquel again. Lou Whitaker. And Robbie Thompson. Kent Herbeck. Steve Avery was the man when he first came up. Bert Blyleven. Will the Thrill. Omar Vizquel. Benito Santiago. Jimmy Key. Saberhagen. And we're closing in on the end of the first row. John Kruk. Mark Grace, very young Mark Grace there. Don't know if this is rookie card or not. Andres Galarraga. Sandy Alomar Jr. And this is it, the last stack. And then that row's done. Keith Hernandez. As again, Dave Henderson and Steve Avery. Okay, put these back. next stack we have puzzle piece. World Series hero. 11 home runs, 20 runs scored. Who could that be? Mickey Mantle? No, it's Duke Snyder. The Duke. Said Williams Company, Card Company. Tony Gwynn, Hall of Fame. Robbie Alomar, Hall of Fame. Basketball card. Basketball card. Oh, here's an Nolan Ryan, one of the Coke. One of 26 different Nolan Ryan cards. Looks like we got some Olympic people. John Kruk. What's this? Sporting News Conlon collection. Okay, put that up there because I am working on the Conlon collection. And that's a huge collection of cards. Donruss Diamond Kings Duke Snyder puzzle piece. Looks like we got the whole Padres set here for the 89 Fleer. There's more of the Duke. We have a Don Mattingly. That's pretty cool. Got messed up corner though. Fan favorite. There's another Duke Snyder puzzle. 86 Donruss Mark Langston. Get out of this penny sleeve because this penny sleeve is junk. More Duke Snyder. Maybe we'll have enough to put the whole Snyder puzzle together here. Someone, an Olympic basketball player. Kerry Strug. Basketball. Felipe Lopez, number 24 pick for Vancouver. And my wire comes flipping down for the camera. See if that holds it. And we have some stickers here. Topps stickers for those albums. So there's a Dale Murphy, Vita Blue. It's a Jim Sundberg. Milt Mayo. Here's a Hall of Famer, Ted Simmons, and Billy Buckner. So we pulled down a fan favorite and a Hall of Famer. We'll put them in their respective piles. Here's a cover card for Topps Cereal Series. I don't know what this went to. Collect all 33. Oh, well, here you go. It goes to these Ralston Purina Company cards, it looks like. No? We'll find out. Someone marked it. So number 33 is Fisk. Carlton Fisk. So it goes, that's the checklist for these cards right here. Yep. Ricky Henderson, Hall of Famer. Ricky Henderson, award winner. Here's one of those mini league leaders with stickers on the back. Tom Browning, Hall of Fame Barry Larkin. O-Pee-Chee, Carney Lansford. O-Pee-Chee, Brian Dayette. O-Pee-Chee, B.J. Searhoff. Another Duke Snyder puzzle piece. We got Pudge. The rest are commons, so we'll put them in. Box. All right, what do we got? We got more stickers here and some racing cards. We got Ricky Henderson, Vita Blue again. Chet Lemon again. Norris, is that his name? Yep, Mike Norris. And Butch Weiniger. Butch Weiniger. Oh, here's one here. Who's this? Ooh, Bob Nipper. I don't know. Oh, am I good or what? Wow. Let's see who else is here. There's more. Hold on. Bo Diaz. That's Bo. Velez, maybe? Otto Velez? Yes. And Bob Nipper again. All right, so who's this racing guy here? Derek Cope. Ford Thunderbird. These are press passes or whatever. There's Jeff Gordon. Recognize him. Hendrick Motorsports. Who's this? Dale Jarrett. Okay. Ward Burton. Dale Jarrett. And Robert Presley. Don't know much about racing. I do know who Gordon is. My cousin races cars. Sage Karam is my cousin's kid. He races cars. Indy cars for the most part. More Duke Schneider puzzle pieces. All right. Here's some 87 Dunruss. $20 Charlie Hudson cards. Okay. Not as bad. Not as bad as the one box I went through the other day. Had 178 Hal Baines, 1984 tops. So I'm assuming we're going to have a bunch of this guy here. And there is a bunch. And it looks like there's going to be a bunch of the next guy. What's his name? Ray Hayward or something like that. Let's see. What's the first guy here? We got two more of that guy. We'll put him in there. So this Ray Hayward. Looks like we're going to have a lot of him. His cars are like brand new though. And for being black bordered, they're in really good shape. It'd be nice if we had a nice Hall of Famer with this many of one card. So we'll see how that goes as we get further into this small pile. Spike Owens. Not quite a ton of them, but enough. Aurelio Lopez. More Charlie Hudsons. Oh, Charlie Hudsons. What's the point to them? I don't want to do with the Charlie Hudsons. You know, they say that's the second thing to go. Your mind. But anyway. Those. And now these guys. Alright, so now we got a stack of this 90 Dunruss. Like a couple hundred cards. What we're looking for in here is going to be some of those era cards. The John Smoltz, Tom Glavine switched photos. The All-Stars one with the yellow stars. We're supposed to say recent all-star performance and what they say is recent major league performance, like the base card. So let's see what we come up with here. Craig Swindell, he's a fan favorite, right? Oh, of course he is. All right, so this is what I was talking about. See the yellow star. Now, if this card says recent major league performance, I need another drink. Then it's the error card. If it says recent all-star game performance, then that's the corrected version. Let's see what it says. Survey says all-star game performance. So that is the corrected version of those cards. Lou Whitaker, Bob Boone, Spaghetti, Willie Randolph, Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Like it or not, he's in the Hall. Can't take that away from him now. Harold Baines. So the last one was the correct version. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be correct as well, just because they run in like that, and it is correct. So it's gonna be hard for us to pull an error one out of this stack because I'm thinking they all came from the same box there. He got scuffed up or something up there on the top. Markage. I got caught in the machine. Miscut. Almost cut the Dunruss off. Hojo. I'm going to say it's the correct. And it is correct. So I think, like I said, that's what we're going to come up with. We're going to check them all, but I think that's what we're going to find out, is that these happen to be a box maybe of a later print run that they were able to make the correction. Trammell again. So the reason I'm checking the backs of these Diamond Kings because when I saw the who was it? Card collector. Saw one of his videos. I'm going to tab out here for a minute real quick. And I'm going to kind of give him a little plug here because, you know, we help each other out. And let's see. So it was... Okay. Thinking it was the Vintage Composer. So let's go to his channel real quick. Yes, the Vintage Composer put together a video showing his George Brett PC, a binder. And in that video, he talked about a George Brett 90 Dunruss Diamond King that was a special production run. So I decided to look on the back and see if it was like educational type thing made for kids and stuff like that he was talking about. So on the back of this Diamond King, it would have like a little shield or something here that was for, grade school kids. As some kind of educational tool, but that may be extremely limited production to a certain area. Here's the checklist for all the Diamond Kings. Dan Quisenberry, fan favorite, right? Mike Witt and Bobby Witt. I wonder if they're related. I never really thought about this. Let's see. Texas and California, 1960 and 64. They're 4 years apart. Arlington, Virginia, and while they're born in different parts of the country. Gonna say no. Michael Mike Atwater Witt, Robert Bobby Andrew Witt. So I'll have to Wikipedia that when we're done here, if I can remember. And there's Mr. Al Leiter. And Benito Santiago All-Star card was still in the box, and that's the corrected version of that. So Andre Dawson, Alvaro Espinosa shows his ugly face. Carl Yastrzemski puzzle kind of card. Ragetti. Joe Carter, fan favorite. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer. Guess I should get back into my stream so I can see what I'm doing. I was tabbed out there for a bit, checking out Vintage Collector. But I'm back. Julio Franco, corrected version. Yes, it is corrected. All-Star Game Performance. Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. Carter again. Greg Swindell, fan favorite. There's that Whip Boy again. John Franco. John Smiley. Bert Blyleven, Hall of Famer. And now I'm going to get some notices. Diamond King checklist again. Rob Dibble. There's a couple of these that are flipped around too. I don't remember which ones, but there's a couple of those that are errors too. Bert Blyleven. Steve Sachs. All right, so we're halfway done with the second sleeve. Garrett Carter, Hall of Famer. Lou Whitaker, not a Hall of Famer. Raleigh Fingers, Hall of Famer. 86 Dunruss. Garrett Carter again. Joe Carter, fan favorite. Quisenberry. Swindell. Guess they're just out of shot. Let's get them in the shot. Tony La Russa, Hall of Fame. This is an 82 Dunruss Diamond Kings, Vada Blue. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Terry Francona, very young. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Very off-center cut Jack Morris card. Joe Carter, fan favorite. Very off cut Mike Scioscia. Jim Fergozzi. Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer. Ted Simmons, Hall of Fame. Doc Gooden, pretty worn out, faded like crazy. Okay, checklist, don't know, never seen it before. Maybe 150 cards to go, and we'll be done with the center row. Okay, that got me. But it's from like Planet of the Apes, made by Topps. In stores July 2001. Okay, there's a young Mo looking Vaughn there. Steve Avery. Warren Spawn puzzle card. How about some nice shiny Larry Walker action here? Carlos Beltran. Here's a sticker of Paul Molitor. Minor league card. How about an Ultra Pro Bobby Bowe? Some 92 rookie prospect cards. Ryan Klesko. Dale Murphy, but it's badly off cut. This is an oddball Cons meets Frank Viola from 1989, the New York Mets. Off cut. There's a Fleer limited edition 1987. Will Clark. 83 Donruss Viola. It says 83 Fleer Viola. Keith Comstock. Now Comstock, there's an error card with this. And it has to do with the printing of the name. I'm not sure if this is the error one, whether it's supposed to be in blue or it's supposed to be in white. I forget. But this one is like listed as an error card. The 82 Dale Murphy, 81 Dale Murphy. Here's someone's Doberman Pinscher. Okay, Kellogg's Dogs of the World trading cards. Okay, Mr. Doberman of the Pinscher family. Phil Necro, Hall of Fame. Lou Whitaker. Charlie Huff. That's Gary Sheffield. Javi Lopez. Last stack of this row. Number 2, the center row. I'll start putting these back in before we press on. All right, so it looks like we got some football cards. Mike Fagan, 82 Dunruss, 81 Dunruss, 81 Tops, or 82 Tops, 82 Tops, 84 Tops off cut diagonally. You can see the border edging, how it goes from almost no border to 84 Dunruss. '91 score Matt Williams. Oh, no, that's different. So mark that checklist though. Is this all checklists here? All checklists. Okay. And if you can hear it, my garbage truck is here for picking up my recyclables now. There's a 91 Manny Sanguian. This is the corrected version of this, of this card. This is the corrected version. The error would have a black box here with some printing on that has to say like Murray belt switch armor. I think that's what it says on the front. I just came across some the other day. So I will set this to the side. And if I find them again, I will show it to you. So put that there. Will Clark, I'm going to say it's correct. No, it's the wrong one. Look at that. It's the error. Will Clark, it says recent Major League performance when it should say All-Star, game performances. So that's the error card. Minor league card. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer. little stickage there. Game card. American Pie, Peace Movement, 60s and 70s, 1960s and 70s. They got these Army National Guard guys out there with their guns. And here's a Sport Flicks of Dan Quisenberry. And it is Mr. Quisenberry. Alrighty. And that takes care of that row. I've been setting these aside because I'm working on completing this set. I need a couple more cards to complete that set. And now let's work on this other row. The third and final row. It's got some more of these 90 Dunruss in it, so we're going to go through them first so that we can kind of keep them together once we get done going through the box. That's kind of what it's about, the sorting process. Oh, there was a big card in here. A John Kruk. Extra bases. Don't know. Fleer made it. From 94. 94 Fleer. Set that over there with the Boggs. All right, let's get back and we'll do this stack here so we can. Pedro Guerrero. Well, now that we found one error, now I don't know. We might find more errors. All-Star Game Performances. That is the correct version. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. Steinbach, All-Star. That is correct. Dave Parker. Goose Gossage. Nice picture of Goose. Alan Trammell. Bobby Bowe. Mitch Williams, the Wild Thing. So maybe on the bottom here it tells you what years they were Diamond Kings from 86 and 90. The years maybe they had Diamond Kings of them printed up. I'll have to check into that. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Nice picture there, actually, with all the fans in the background. Yeah, see, Kelly Gruber doesn't have anything like that on his, so I don't know. Nope. Mickey Tettleton. Greg Swindell, MVP. All right, so this is the corrected version of the John Smoltz. It would say John Smoltz, but it would have Tom Glavine's picture in it. So Smoltz verbiage, but this pictures were transposed. So I'll put that there in case we find one. Harold Baines is correct. It says All-Star. Alan Trammell. Here's another goose. Brian Downing. All right, oh, that was my elbow. That takes care of that row. For sure now, let's put whatever cards we can get back into this row. Very nice. And now the third row. See, there's something big in here. What is this? Yodels. Eddie Murray, Juan Samuel, Kirby Puckett. So this was cut out off the bottom of a Drake's box. It's 19 in a series of 33, 20 and 33 and 21. Puckett, Murray, Samuel. Put that over here with the oddball size stuff. Oddball stuff. And let's press on. Bowman, very thick Bowman card of Jeremy Hermidia. TJ House. Mike Bell. Top prospect from Rangers organization. Here's a Hall of Famer, Edgar Martinez, a very thick stadium. Now they're just bricked a little bit. There we go. Edgar Martinez, Sean Green, and Javi Lopez. Pro-Sigs Collection, Diamond Collection, Pro-Sigs Diamond Collection, Richie Sexton. Edgardo Alfonso, diving for the ball. So these are the error cards. They're right next to each other. That's kind of weird. So on these two, the backs are switched. So, like, this will say Tom Brookins, and this one will say Mike Heath, and they're only in the series. They're only a couple cards apart by card number. So let's see if these are corrected or these are errors. All right, here's the Mike Heath. Flip it. It says Tom Brookins. And this says Mike Heath. Card number 130, 132. Again, Mike Heath on the back. Brookins on the front. Brookins on the back. Heath on the front. Very nice. Two error cards. And they happen to be right next to each other. That's cool. Again, we'll set these to the side because I'm working on this set to complete it. I only need a couple more, maybe 20 cards. Seen that card before. Tim Raines, Hall of Famer. Tim Raines. Moving right along. Need me another drink. Bang my head, why not? Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. We have some football cards here. Steve Grogan. This is from 1981. Steve Grogan, quarterback for the Patriots. Here's a 49ers road to Super Bowl 19. That's Joe Montana there. Vin Baker. LaMarcus McDonald. Don't know. The rookie card. John Hanna. Here's an Olympic card. Lee Evans. Never heard of him. Racing from 1991. Max. And this is Memorable Moments. La 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 la. Okay. Here's one. Labonte. Allison. Race number 26, whatever that is. And King Fod Desert Storm cards. Okay. I'm going to go over on the oddball stack. What else do we have here? Jimmy Reese. Oh, that's a miscut. Dan Smith card. Very off center again. Put that with the miscut. Along with David Howard. Okay. Sandy Alomar. And this guy, Dan Peltier, is very miscut. So at least you got that. It wasn't the whole box. Looks like it was sporadic throughout. Dante Bichette. Joe Girardi. Small brick. Maybe not too bad. Paper loss on that one. Man, how careful. That your upper deck was notorious for that. Alright, what else we got here? Oh, looks like we got some Olympic cards. What's this? An actual playing card. Okay. Basketball, Olympic, there's a football, Marvin Jones. There's a Fred Couples, Larry Johnson, front row card. What else is over here? Great, more of these. And they're stuck. Little paper loss. Paper loss. Paper loss. A little bit of paper loss there on Dale Murphy. Moving on. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Are these pro set cards? What do you mean by pro set? They're everything. There's some minor league here. There's like front row. There's all kinds. The only pro set that I know of is like football, right? That actually made by Pro Set, right? Here's a Fred McGriff. Some of them are getting a little tacky though in this box. A little bricky. There's Fred McGriff. Here's Andy Pettit. Andy Pettit. Heathcliff Slocum. Jose Mesa, looking pretty old there, Jose. Yeah, which guy asked that too? Like Henry S said something about the pro cards is a hard set to put together. Collation is bad. But are you talking about these here? You saw that? That's Score. I'm getting some football in here, though. This guy here. Can't even pronounce his name. Ushmagudu Tangabi, whatever. I don't know. Alonzo Spellman. Ben Coates. Johnny Unitas. Jim Plunkett. Here's Jeremy Roenick. Looks like it's a performance highlights insert set, maybe number 11. Isaiah Thomas with some paper loss. Greg Louganis, Olympic card. Dan Gable, Olympic wrestler. Pat McCormick, Olympic diver. Basketball checklist. Edwin Moses, I met him years and years ago. Man, this card is looks like it was chewed on by a mouse. Edwin Moses, same with this one here. Glenn Davis, Len Dawson, Tombstone Pizza, and Frank Wyckoff, runner. What else is in here? Yeah, this is part of that. This is another box from that 70,000. Gary Redis. I found some error cards in here. Tony La Rosa, Hall of Fame manager. Let's see. So I found these two. So this is Tom Brookins and Mike Heath. And then when you look on the backs are switched. It's got Mike Heath's back on Tom Brookins, and Mike Heath has Tom Brookins back on it. They're only like 2 cards apart in the set. One's card 130, one's 132. But yeah, the backs have been transposed. I did not find the Glavin photo on the Smoltz card. I went through a whole big stack of those. This error here on the All Stars with the yellow star. Says All Star there. This is an error one. It says Major League Performances when it should say All Star Game Performance. So that's an error. This is the corrected version of this one here. The error will have a black box here right over the front of everything with, I think, the verbiage that says Murray Belt switch home runs in 2 straight games. Something to that effect in the front here. This is the corrected version. This one I think is an error because the team name is supposed to be in white, and he has a version here that's blue. So it's either supposed to be blue or it's supposed to be white. So I'm not sure if this is the error or the corrected version of this Keith Comstock card. Let's see, and then I got some OPGs in here. And that's about it. Oh, I got this error card. I found another one of these. This is the error of the Al Leiter, and it's just some other guy. Picture on the front. And then I found some like very badly miscut cards. Like seriously bad. This one, why is this one in here? Oh, because it's miscut this way. So the border down here, and then as you go up, it gets bigger. This one's cut at the top wrong. And again, so a lot of these Bowman in this box, this particular box, were a bunch of, they just went into the cutter wrong. The sheet was cocked. Bill Madlock, Chris James. There's a Hall of Famer, Tony Gwynn. Here's a mini of Darrell Evans. Put over there with the oddball stuff. A Charlie Lee Brandt mini. I'm still working on that set. I'll put them over there. Here's a Sports Illustrated soccer. Marco Echeverria, something like that. Justin Huish archery. Here's a checklist card for OPG hockey. And I can clean this up a little bit. Got a phone call. Hello?
You.
Yeah, what's up?
You guys still good to come over today, right?
I thought it was tomorrow we're babysitting.
Is it? I
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow.
Alright, let me double check.
Double check, please. Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Get back with me.
Alright, so.
Bye. My son got the babysitting days mixed up. We're supposed to babysit my grandkids today, or actually tomorrow, and he thought it was today. I hope it's tomorrow because we got it. Then if not, then we got it mixed up. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, so it's something Big Heart charity cards featuring Frank Thomas, but it's a mail-in offer, so I don't know. Don't have anything to mail in for. And we're almost done with this box. We're just over halfway done. Some 81 Dunros. Earl Weaver is a Hall of Fame manager. Some more score. Tim Raines, Hall of Famer. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer. Joe Whitaker. Don Sutton is a Hall of Famer. So I was finding some of these little bricked up. These seem to be okay so far. Yellow.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. She says it's 11:45 tomorrow. I kept thinking it was today for some reason.
Yeah. No, your mom and I had talked about. Your mom and I had talked about that. Make sure because today was her day to take the cat to the vet.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I was just making sure.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right.
Alright,
All right. I love you.
love you, bye.
Bye. That's my son calling back again, guys. Sorry about that. Just checking in on us. Making sure. No, he had the wrong date for the babysitting. But I had him double check to make sure. I did go through couple boxes without. I recorded one. I never posted it. These are some updated set cards, and oh, the one with the toilet paper. Yeah, that was good. But I went through some of these boxes, and it may have been during that when I decided to make the toilet paper one because I worked on that all day. By the way, that wasn't just like pump it out. I actually sat down. I was writing out a script and trying to stick to it. as best I could. A lot of editing. I wanted to try to do it in one take. That became almost impossible because of all the scene changes with the jerseys and everything just being kind of thrown up there. I just couldn't do it. So I had to just say, I'm just going to shoot it in small clips, do my best editing it back together, and go from there. So a bunch of Phillies cards here. And not one Hall of Famer in there. Thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to, I've been leaving comments on people's, other people's videos and stuff like that about, well, that's miscut, and it's got a nice crease right across the center. I'm going to put in the miscut card. Oh, there's another one. That's a Topps. Not a Bowman, but it's cut just like that Bowman. These Bowmans. Except in the opposite direction. Interesting. And that Bachman is cut wrong. Yeah, for some reason it's there's a Herbeck that's miscut. Here's a comic book card, superheroes, hard to see. Cable hologram checklist. Wolverine, Cable, Gambit, Magneto, and X-Men. So it's an X-Man thing. Here's a basketball card, gold foil. A hockey card of Bob Bassin for the St. Louis Blues. And here's one, Matt Schneider of the Canadiens. Upper deck cards. I still find off and on some oddball stuff. This card had been through the old pack, the pack sealer. You can see the little corrugations. So when it went in the pack, this card was sticking out of the back, and it got all corrugated up. So hard to see, but there it is. Nice and zippered. Got a zipper effect, I guess you want to call it. Hard to see it on that side, but for some reason it picks up the non-glossy side a little bit better. And here might be a, nope, they just kind of broke loose. That's good. I thought I was going to have a brick of these, but just by dropping them, they kind of came undone on their own. There we go. So they're ticky-tacky because, I don't know, but they're not bricked, which is good. And not that I paid a lot for them anyway. It was like just over $1 for 1,000. Paid $80 for 77,000. There was an extra box included that I grabbed by mistake, I guess, and it was Trevor Hoffman. He's a Hall of Famer. It was hockey and basketball, so I contacted him to come pick it up. Don't know when he's going to come do that. Because I'm like, wait, he said 77,000. I got like 80,000 cards. I'm thinking I made out on that deal. But then when I wouldn't have known. One of those random boxes that I picked up to sort. And when I took the lid off, it was one of the few with the lid on. I'm like, oh, wait, this is basketball. One whole row of basketball, 3 whole rows of hockey. So I contacted him, I messaged him, and he just said he'll pick it up whenever he gets a chance. I'm like, it's cool. Whatever. It'll be sitting here. Getting down there. This is the last stack in the box. Let me do a quick review. Basketball, 76er center, Dave Hoppin. Don't know. Miscut, Andres Galarraga, Big Cat. Jim Rice, Hall of Famer. Not bad. Slightly off center, left to right. Miscut, Ozzie Guillaume, Dave Lopes. There's a fan favorite, Will Clark, being interviewed by TSN at the All-Star Game. Well, there's Bart Giamatti. I understand this is actually a fairly rare card to get. I don't know one in how many boxes, so I'm surprised this is here. I'm going to put that there with the errors. And we can start putting these all back into here now. It's a Phillies card, but it's torn. Mike Schmidt. Sparky Anderson's a Hall of Fame manager. 5 of blue. There's that Schmidt card, Phillies leader, not torn. Here's a Jack Morris mini. Maury Wills. the checklist is miscut. So yeah, this is the box of miscut cards for sure. All right, last bit. Hopefully they're not bricks too bad. Should be just a little ticky-tacky, yeah. Not even ticky-tacky, just maybe been sitting next to each other so long they got a vacuum on them. Dale Murphy, fan favorite. Charlie Huff. Charlie Huff again. And that's how we ended off with Mr. Huff. And that's going to do it for this box, guys. We did get quite a few Hall of Famers for sure. A nice, healthy stack here. Hey, and Truth is back. Yeah, I set these guys off to the side here for you. We did find some Dave Justice cards in this box, about 4. So there was some Justice. Like I was saying before, after you had already gone, I was going through. Oh, that was my head. I was going through another box the day I shot that video for the toilet paper, and that particular box. I don't know if I recorded the box thing too, because I spent all day shooting that toilet paper video. All day, literally. First writing down ideas, writing a script, what I wanted to say, and trying to get things in kind of chronological order. Excuse me, I needed a drink. And then I tried to do it all in one take. It wasn't working because I had too many scene changes. You know, like where if you're doing a play and you got to go up, they close the curtain, you run out the new sets and all that good stuff. So too many scene changes. I had to then just start going, I'm just going to break it down. I'm going to shoot each individual scene and go from there. See how it works out. But I found a bunch of Justice cards, but they're all put away. in a box already somewhere. So they're in this box here. Let's see what we got. Where'd they go? These are Hall of Famers. Berries. There's some boxes I come across, there's like no justice cards at all in there. I'm like, how's that possible? But it happens. Then I have this one box. I'm trying to find them. So I was going through one of the boxes. Let me fix my chair here. And I'll swap this box down here. Get this box out of here. Because basically it's, I'll put these guys away. Minor league cards. So they're in this box here. We'll put these guys off to the side. So one of the boxes I was going through, and I don't film all the boxes because that would just take so long. You see, it takes a couple hours just to do one. And I got this out of one of the boxes. Thanks. Yeah, that video was a lot of work, but I enjoyed it. You know, it's what I wanted to do. I talked about it, like I said, on other people's YouTube channels. I talked about it in the comment section, how they should just mix it up in water. I didn't actually want to destroy the cards to any degree, and so, but this came in one box. And this one got dinged on the corner. Other than this one card here, these cards are very good, pristine, mint condition. But 100. No, yeah, these are 178 Harold Baines, 1984 Topps cards. 178. And they're in like two different sections in the box. So there was one stack of like, I'm like, oh, these cards look, they stand out because they're like a different shade of color. They all look, if you look at them from the top, it's like, yeah, that's like a nice little brick there. I wonder. So like, it was like 150 in one stack, and then I found these smaller stack in the same box, but in a different area. So I'm like, holy cow, that's ridiculous. That's the most I've ever gotten out of everything that I've purchased. I've gotten like 100 of one card, but not 178. So since you're here, let's find all the Justice cards from the box I went through. These are Hall of Fame players, so that's not going to be here. Let's continue through this. Still Hall of Famers. Hall of Fame. Here we go. All right, so we've already established these 4 that came out of this box. And like I said, usually I get boxes that have none. Here's my Duke Snider puzzle pieces. I'll put them there. So we got those 4. And then we got this one from Triple Play. We got this one from Upper Deck, or from Tops, I mean. This one's from Upper Deck. Here's a Tops one. This one. Now this is like a mini set. It's like a 12 card set or something like that. 25 card set from Atlantic Sunoco. So it's like a gas station type set. I think you may have, like if you bought gas, maybe they gave you a small pack of cards that want to fill up or something like that. I'm not sure. This one here, circa 97. Oops. Let's get these all straightened out. Put them up there. Got this one here. It's a Diamond King. Pretty cool. I don't remember ever seeing this one before, but I may have. I just don't remember. 91. Here's one from Pinnacle. Subset. It says Red Hot. RH20. Here's one from Retro, Upper Deck Retro. Yeah, that Red Hot one's, I don't know, it's an insert, I guess. This one here, Home Run Heroes. That one we've seen. We've seen that one. Here's Fleer from 94 All-Star. All right. There's 1990 50th anniversary Topps All-Star Rookie Outfield. I don't know what that I don't know what that is. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's his rookie year, 1990. I don't know. Here's a Home Run King from Fleer 94 again. There's a Fleer 94 All-Star card, 45 of 50 card set. '90 was his rookie year. Okay. Here's a score. Don't know what the year on this is. Stand and Deliver. It says 93, so it's probably a 94. It says 97. 97. Here's a Dunruss Long Ball Leaders from 1992, 442-foot Dave Justice. There's a 90 Fleer. And they came across this one, but the hand's inside the border, so no Mark Whitten error card there. Here's a Pete Rose card I've never seen before. (4,192 hits. Guess when he broke Cobb's hit record. Here's a Ring of Honor, Dave Justice, 95 World Series champions. Get those. And that's it, but that's a lot compared to what I've been finding. Like, I hardly was ever finding any, and then all of a sudden I got like a slew. So, not bad. There is justice in the world now. Yeah, that's a nice little stack. Now, as far as Alex, I know he likes like all rude. So I was setting those aside for my next live thingy. Oh, I don't know. Is that a Metallica song title? All rude. All rude. All rude. All rude. Put it right there. That's a Tombstone Pizza card. There's a Pacific. John Allrood, lots of shiny. That's again same set, the 24 card set from the gas station. That's 19 of 25. John Allrood. There's like the lone all-root card out of this other whole box that I just went through. Only one all-root card. So, and I pulled this. This here goes to the Conlon. I'm putting together. I'm gonna try to put together a Conlon collection, and this Bart Giamatti was in this box, and this is actually a fairly rare card. So, holding on to that. Not bad for Justice and all road cards over the last couple of days. Like I said, I did that one the other day. And then I got all these miscut cards. Put all these Banes back. So I'm trying to do sets, completing sets. I've done 20 some complete sets already. And have not even touched any of my old stuff from my original collection. Did my original like 600,000 cards. I've been dealing with only the latest and incoming stuff. So this is pretty cool. Too bad it's not in better shape. That was tucked in the box here too. But like they didn't take their time cutting it out, and then they didn't take care of it. It got creased. It got dinged. So I gotta find something to put that in. But speaking about the Conlon cards, I guess I can put these away. Clear out my keyboard. Minis can go there. Big can go there. These stamps can go back there, I reckon. This Big John Crut can go there. All these non-sports cards. Well, as in non-baseball cards. There may have been some hockey and football in here. A couple Desert Storm cards, Desert Shield cards, whatever. And then these error cards, kinda. Put them there. Miscuts. We go here. Oh, damn. So I was talking about putting these Conlon collection together. I'm finding a lot of these in these boxes. And probably the only binder I'm going to keep going to be a Conlon binder to complete the set. Guess I got to find it. So this is a binder that I picked up at the auction last year. It was just in a bulk lot of stuff in a box, yay big box, and it's like, oh, this is lot 25 or whatever, and I bid on it because there were other things in there that I wanted. This just happened to come along with it. But as you guys can see, so someone's got their little note in here. Conlon Collection, The Sporting News, 1991 limited edition set. Complete set of cards 1 through 330. Over 100 cards of Hall of Famers. Complete years by year stats. Features the classic photography of Charles Conlon, taken during 1905 through 1942. So nice little history that I don't have to go looking up. And then, I mean, these are the cards, and I'm sure you guys have seen them before, so I'm not gonna like super duper dwell on it. But anyway, it's the I don't have much room here. It's the almost complete set. There was, from what I saw, there was actually not the complete set, but like the first series, 1 or whatever, because there's actually like 1,000+ cards in the. They just keep going. The numbers keep building on top of each other. They didn't go series 1 through 725 or 728, and then start the next year. These guys, they just kept building on top of itself. So there was 1 card missing that I got to look for to keep them in, sequential order. And these get out of order in the back because it's the higher numbers yet. But this, if there's any binders that I keep, it'll be just this Conlon, because it's going to be so huge that you can't fit it in like a 900 count box. And I have sleeves that, like, I've been throwing them away, but I have some, again, out of a bulk lot that I bought. There was 100 sleeves or something like that in there. So I'm like, all right, brand new. Let's just sit on for a little bit and see what happens. But anyway, take my word, there was 1 card that was missing. I stuck a blank piece of paper in its place now. What did I do with it? I thought it was a higher number than this, but did I pass it already again? Maybe I found it. Maybe I found it and put it in. Maybe I did. I didn't think I did, but anyway, yeah. So like these, like you said, this was kept up to 330 or something like that. Yeah, I must have found it. And it ends with these checklist cards, right, through 330, and then these here start, 331 on up. So that was the last, what he said, up to 330, and then he had some of these other ones in here, some I had found, and this is not all that I had found. I had found probably twice as many, as this Conlon's, but they just keep going into, like you can see, 497s here, 535, all the way up to 669 here. But I already know if it's under 330, I've already got it in the book. So let's see. So far, everyone's under 330, 322. 330 right there. This might be already accounted for in the book because there's nothing over 330, 321, 320. Let's try this other stack. No. Yeah, so there's one. So there's ones in the 400s. So then 492, and I'm going to have to put all blank sleeves in here. And I'm going to try to, this is like the one thing that I'm going to try to complete from just what I get. Um, 492, 494, 492. So it's already there. So maybe these have already been, they're already in the book. I don't know because there's 3 492s and a 493, 493, 495. Yeah, so these probably already in the book too. 498, 500, 500. So as I find them, I'm going to try to complete the book. It's a set. Like I said, I've seen some that numbers go, into the thousands. So that's how they just kept adding numbers. They didn't stop. They just kept adding numbers, which is good. Makes it one huge set though. One huge, series. But this guy must have taken a whole lot of pictures during that time. Yeah, so these are all probably already in the book. So, but I know I've seen more in some of these boxes that I've gone through already, and I didn't dawn upon me till I kind of bumped into this binder and like, you know what? Let me do it that way. Yeah, it's gonna be a big set. So it might take up. It's probably gonna take up more than one binder, but that's all right. That's the only binders I plan on having. When I was younger, I had binders and I put my cards in there. I had the Nomar book, I had the Piazza book, I had the Schmidt book, I had the Frank Thomas book, the Jeter book, the A-Rod. I had all the books of all the big names, but I've come to realize that if you're not very careful, you can damage the cards by sliding them in and out of the sleeves. And so I just decided no more binders. I'm just going to box them up. I will try to penny sleeve every one. Now, penny sleeves, I burn through them real fast. I just burn through 10,000 like nothing. So I have to order more. And I have to order more 5,000 count boxes because I filled them all up already. And the small boxes I gave back to Art so he can fill them back up and I can buy the cards off of him because he ran out of boxes too. So it's been like that. I give him empty boxes. He's able to fill them back up and then sell not the boxes to me, but sell the cards to me. And that in itself is an expensive proposition. The boxes, even though I save $10 on the order, so instead of $90 for 25, I pay $80, and I save 40 to 45 to $50 on shipping because that's what if you buy them That's what the shipping costs, $50. So I saved that. And then the penny sleeves, I went with this gold, whatever, gold label thing this time instead of the other one. I don't know what the company was called. The ones that they make the boxes too. But I went with them. I went with this gold thing instead, and I saved like $12 on the case of 10,000. So gold standard, gold, whatever. There it is. I got these instead. Cardboard gold, soft sleeves. So I got 10,000 of them. I saved $12 on that case. So I think all in all, I saved like $75 on my order, which was nice. And then he sold me these cards for $80. So not bad. What I would have spent on shipping and all that crap, I spent on cards. And that's about it, guys. Open this window, get some nice air in here. I did come across some stuff that I got from my dad after he passed away. Because my dad was a huge Yankee fan as well. So he had some stuff that my mom gave me. That was his. And let's see, it got this. I may have shown this in other videos. I may not have shown that. This is a little plaque with Don Mattingly. Got his little upper deck card in there. That's all. Still in the plastic. He may have had it hanging somewhere. I don't remember ever seeing it. Not autographed, not signed or anything, but it's just a picture of Whitey Ford and Mickey Mantle, probably at an old timers game. This is a picture of someone else's plaque, but it says Joe, Mickey, and Ted. But it's a photograph because I mean you can see where their actual photos are hanging there. So somehow you got a photo of someone else's plaque. And then this which is 1998 world champion Yankee little thing. So and let's see. This came with its own little certificate of authenticity. I don't know, but it's a 1927 Yankees, and has little all the players on the team. Ruth and Gehrig were obviously the mainstays from the 27 team, but it has a little certificate of authenticity. Greatest team ever, it says on there. So some people will debate that. Who knows? Who cares? And then this one, I thought about changing out the cards, but then it wouldn't be like original, like the way he got it. And it did sustain some damage somehow. I don't know how. So it did get scratched there. And it doesn't have best players, like, really. You're going to put Chuck Knobloch on here. Mariano's on there, though. Nah, he may have ordered this. He was a big Yankee fan, and he had the Yes Network, and he probably bought this. But it's been sitting around so long. Like my dad's been gone since 2014. So And I've had it now for a couple of years. I've never put it up. It's been in my closet. And I just went into the closet the other day and decided to dig them out and try dusting them off. But, you know, I'll hang them up one day. Just have them hanging up in here somewhere. Or if I ever get that garage done, that's a project that's been on hold now because of my surgery. And, I don't want to get over my head in any kind of bills because I'm not working. So I'm not collecting a full paycheck. And now with the whole worldwide crisis that's going on, we can't say the C word for fear of, oh wait, I'm not even monetized, so I can say coronavirus all day long. Coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. What are you going to do, YouTube? Coronavirus. You're going to demonetize me? Ha! So, and that's about it, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out. We got 20 seconds, and I'm going to shut her down. It's already been 3 hours, and I am getting hungry, hungry hippos. So I'm going to eat something. Anyway, thanks everyone for stopping by, hanging out. Love the hobby, man, right? That's what Pepino Man says all the time. Love the hobby, man. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Oh, there you go. We just broke the 3 hour mark, and I got to go, and I want to check out other people's videos. I've been doing that a lot been able to catch up a lot since I've been off. And maybe I'll shoot a video where I open up. These are the last 3 packs out of one of the boxes. Still, looking for that Frank Thomas no name. Right. And I don't know why it's not focusing. Why aren't you focused? Is it just me? I don't know. Does that look focused to you or out of focus, guys? Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm starving Marvin, man. So, again, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscription button. And, okay, it must be my TV. My TV, everything looks out of focus. I need a new, because I don't have a monitor. I'm just using my TV. Maybe I got to get a new TV, right? So if you want to get more notifications of my stuff, click on that notification bell. And we'll see you guys in the next video. This is Boomslang signing out saying peace, guys. We'll see you in the next one. All right, good afternoon, guys. Have a good bang in my head.